Good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, the 4th of February, and here are the answers for the morning maths questions. Question number 1, we need to take 150 away from 729. Now, as we've been doing in the past with these, what we'll do is we'll take 100 away first, and then we'll take away 50. So we'll do it in two parts. So 729, if we take away 100, then that's fairly straightforward because we just get 629. And then if we now need to take away another 50, well, 629 take away 50, we know that that will go down to 500. The tens will go down to a 7, so that's 570. And of course the ones will not change because we're taking away a multiple of 10. So therefore there will be a 9 in the ones column. So the answer is 579. So let's cross that one off. And now 487. Well, if we take away 100, we're left with 387. And then if we take away another 50, well, this time the hundreds won't change. The hundreds digit will not change. That will still be 300. The 8 will go down to a 3 because 8 minus 5 is 3. And the 7 will still stay as a 7 because the ones don't change. So get rid of that. So the answer is 337. Let's change colour. Question number 2, multiply all these numbers by 10. So remember, the trick with this is that the digits that you see, when they're multiplied by 10, they stay together. They move, but they stay together. So if you've got 3 and then a 0 in the middle and then a 5 on the right, then you've still got a 3 and a 0 and a 5. But if you remember, when you multiply by 10, the 3 goes from anything in the hundreds column goes into the thousands column. So if this 3 is thousands, if this is hundreds, and if this is tens, then we need a 0 to act as a placeholder for the ones. Okay, similar sort of thing with 401 times 10. So we've got 4, 0, 1, and then the placeholder 0. Everything has moved up, and so therefore there's a gap now in the ones column, which is filled by the placeholder. Next one, 5, 0, 3, and once again we need the placeholder, and then 704, and once again the placeholder goes last. There we go. Question number 3, divide by 100. Now, if we divide 4 by 100, you get 0.04, okay? Which uses those tricky decimals, which we're not quite ready for yet. Some of you are, but maybe not all. So what we'll do is we'll change it into centimetres. So this effectively is, what's 400 divided by 100? And so the answer is, of course, 4. But to make it clear, let's put centimetres so that we don't get mixed up. And then 7 metres divided by 100, well, 700 centimetres. 700 divided by 100 is, of course, 7, but let's make sure we put the centimetres in there. This will be 9 centimetres, and this will be 13 centimetres. So hopefully by now you can see the trend that whatever you've got in meters, if you divide it by 100, the answer is exactly the same number, but it's in centimeters now instead of meters. Okay, the next question then is subtract 153 pence from 24 pounds and 24 pence, and if you set it out as a subtraction with decomposition, then this is what it's going to look like. So there's a decimal point there. Okay, so 4 minus 3, well, that's quite straightforward really, because the answer is simply 1. 2 take away 5. Now if you've got 2, let's have a look. If you've got 2 of anything, can you take away 5? No, of course you can't. So therefore we need to exchange. So we'll get rid of the 4, and we've now only got 3 of those. And if we've got, and so now we've taken one of these, and of course one of these is worth 10 of these. So instead of 2 left now, we've got 12. Okay, so now 12 take away 5. Well, 12 take away 5 is of course 7. And the decimal point drops down. Don't forget the decimal point. In money, the decimal point is the difference between the pence on the right and the pounds on the left. Okay, 3 take away 1, that's easy to do. The answer is simply 2. And then 2 take away 0 is, of course, still 2. So £24 and 24 pence take away £1.53p, or 153 pence, is £22. Let's put the pound sign in, and 71 pence. Back onto this page now. 10.5 meters take away 349 centimeters. Okay, now 10.5 meters. Now let's think about this. So 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So therefore 10 meters is going to be 1,000 centimeters. Half a meter is 50 centimeters. So 1,000 plus 50 is 1,050. And I think what I'll do is I might do this with decomposition, because this might start to get a bit tricky. Yes, it will. So take away 349 centimeters, 349 centimeters, and just put the line there, put the line there. Okay, and then of course we need the subtraction. Oops, subtraction. So 0 take away 9, we can't do that. Let's go for a different pen so it shows up. We can't do that, so the 5 becomes a 4, and the 0 becomes a 10. 10 take away 9, that's easy, we can do that. 10 take away 9 is of course 1. 4 take away 4 is 0. And then we could do all the decomposition things, but really basically what we've got here is 10 take away 3, and 10 take away 3 is 7. Okay, so that's 701 centimeters, or 7 meters and 1 centimeter, if you like, or 7.01 meters. Okay, and finally, the perimeter. Calculate the perimeter of this shape. So the perimeter of the shape, don't forget what we need is, we've got some unknown numbers here, so we've got an unknown number there, so we can use this vertical to work it out, and we can use this vertical to work it out. And now these two lines, this line plus this line, if we put them together, add up to the same length as this line. So what we've got is 10 plus something is 22, so therefore the something has got to be 12. And now we've got, if I use a different color, we've got a horizontal line there, and we don't know how much it is, but we know that this horizontal line is 13 and that this is 15 long, and this time we add these two up. What you've got to do is you've got to be really, really clear about when do you add them together and when do you take them away. So 13 and 15 is of course 28. Okay, 28. And now what we'll do is we'll get a highlighter pen to make it really bold. We'll use the blue highlighter. So we'll start here and start adding these numbers up. Okay, so 22 plus 15 is 37, plus 12 is 49, and then plus 13 is 59.62, plus 10 is 72, plus 28 is exactly 100. Goodness me. So we write that down, and then before we start cheering and saying, yay, I got it right, we do the whole thing again. So this time I'm going to go at the top left there, and I'm going to go this way. So we've got 12 and 13 is 12 and 13 is 25, obviously, plus another 10 is 45. 45 and 28 is 55, 65, 73. 73 and 22 is 83, 93. I've made a mistake. 95, because that makes 110. Right, so 110. So this is why we do it. This is why we do it twice, so that we make sure we don't. So if we do make a mistake, we can go back and check. Okay, now let's just go for a different color pen again. I need more pens here. I'll just use a normal, and I'll use a red. Right, so let's start here. So we've got 10 along the side, and that's 28, so that's 38. Plus 2 is 40, plus another 20 is 60. So we've got 60 up to that point. 75 down to there, and then down there is another 12. So 75 add 12 is 80, 87, and then 13, 87 add 13 is 100. So therefore I agree with that one. So we will make the answer 100. How does that seem? Okay, hope that's okay for you. Have a good day. Bye bye.